The fuck are we having divas fall off the stage on fucking SmackDown for?
I mean, I guess they need something.
Stop trying to make SmackDown happen. SmackDown's not going to happen.
I can appreciate the fact that they did something on SmackDown and didn't turn around and do the same exact shit on Raw the next day or the next week. So, kudos for that, I guess.
I guess you take a victory wherever you can get one. Speaking of that, Bray Wyatt, he'll be looking for a victory at SummerSlam when he faces Chris Jericho. And this feud, I talked about how Paige and AJ is not so bland, and it's not, you know, they at least have a nice foundation that they're attempting to build upon. Unfortunately, I cannot say the same thing for Bray Wyatt and Chris Jericho, but what would you guys say?
I think it was a fun little moment when Bray Wyatt came out, interrupted the match, even though it, you know, cost him an advantage, and attacked Chris Jericho. That was all well and good. And I love Bray Wyatt. I appreciate what he brings to the table. But I was so damn tuned out for that promo. It's just like blah, blah, blah. I'm Bray Wyatt, blah, blah. Sister Abigail guides me. It's just something about it. I just didn't give a fuck about anything he was talking about. Because I'm convinced he wasn't talking about shit that had to do particularly with Chris Jericho. So I don't know where his character stands right now. It needs some retooling. It needs a fresh feud. It needs something, just something, because he's way, way too talented in this role for him to be viewed like that. So hopefully there's better stuff coming down the road for him. I'm not even necessarily looking forward to the match because I mean, we saw it already and it was okay, but why do I want to see it again right now? There's nothing necessarily on the line right now, so meh.
The biggest thing I can say right now is I'm disappointed that match with Luke Harper only went 3 minutes. Because I actually wanted to see that match. That would have been a damn good match. But they only gave it 3 minutes. Unfortunate. I don't care about this feud. I don't care about Bray Wyatt. And I just cannot wait for this to end. This is honestly right now maybe the least anticipated match on SummerSlam.
So in my video that I made a few months ago, the Bray Wyatt Paradox, a complex character in the simple world of wrestling, I kind of warned about what rested in Bray Wyatt's future. I said at that time, I'm not necessarily disinterested in him now, but I fear that we will arrive at that point eventually. I can't say right now we're at that point. I don't care. And there used to be a point in time where I would just go back and watch Bray Wyatt promos over and over again. My PWTR co-host can tell you about this because as we're preparing for the show, they always hear it playing in the background. But with this promo on Raw, I didn't care. Like, I really don't care about Bray Wyatt now. The dude has had to suffer so much damage to his character to the point where he has no credibility to me. When he speaks, I have no reason to listen or inquire more to see what it is that he's talking about and try to interpret his words and look at him from a deep perspective or anything like that. It's just Bray Wyatt is now one of the guys. That's what he is. And it sucks to say that because he was just so new and he was so different and he was so innovative. But now he's just one of the guys. He goes out there and he cuts a promo and I'm like, okay, what's next? And that's my whole thought on this entire feud. What's next? Because I'll piggyback off of Charlie's comments. This is the least anticipated match for me at SummerSlam. They're not doing anything that warrants my attention. And that sucks because I had high expectations going into it with Bray Wyatt and Chris Jericho here, but they haven't lived up to it in any way, shape, or form.
Tragic. Just tragic.
Oh, Lord. Anything more to say on Bray Wyatt? Do you guys have any thoughts about how he could possibly redeem himself before SummerSlam? Or maybe SummerSlam is going to be that day?
Nope.
I have no idea. They need a miracle for that. Because, I mean, I don't even know if putting a better... Unless they address the things that went on with Cena, then I don't know how they're going to move forward.
You know, I am excited. I got my iPhone, so I can actually have a quality have a quality app for the phone when we do the phone thing as Bray Wyatt comes out.
So that's the only significance that Bray Wyatt plays for you, so you could put up your phone during his entrance?
Yeah.
Right now, yeah.
Then he can just just walk to the back, and I can go, all right, next match.
Wow, how the mighty have fallen. But the thing about addressing what happened with Cena, wouldn't this be the perfect opportunity to do it? But it seems as if Bray Wyatt is the one that's calling Chris Jericho out on his BS, because he goes out there and I believe maybe it was in the promo he cut on Raw or maybe on SmackDown. At this point, I don't even know. That just is more evidence to prove how much I really don't care at this point. But he's the one out there talking about how Chris Jericho is a false prophet and how Chris Jericho talks about how he's going to save everyone, and his words turn out to be bullshit. So it's kind of like Bray Wyatt is playing the exact kind of character that we want somebody to play for him.
Well, if somebody would call him out on that shit on TV, then it'd be all well and good now, wouldn't it?
Bring me on TV, I'll do it.
Shit, I mean, somebody that's actually going to feud with him, though, Jay.
What are you trying to say?
Good luck.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying it's a big boy.
Okay. Okay.
He catch you with one of them crossbodies, and it might be done so.
It's scripted.
Shit, if Rey Mysterio can be the world champion, I can too. He how many times has he beat the Big Show? Come on now.
Too many.
Like every time.